Hello, this is SparkleEdge. This time we will complete the quest from within. And in order to do that, we have to go to the Reprimed. We have to talk to Elder Maxon.
Two in the head, they'll stay dead.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwin. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
And this will trigger another quest too.
Internal monitoring active. Looks quiet.
Live artillery prime.
Looks good. No need for adjustments.
Oh god. Full rat on a stick was a really bad idea. Excuse me.
So we have to talk to Proctor Ingram. She is located at the airport.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around. He'll be on report.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Well, he seems to feel it's pretty important.
Important is an understatement. We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. I hope it's worth it. Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's gonna take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
Why is the power blowing out his CPU?
Liberty Prime has a highly complex power system. A good deal of that system was damaged when he exploded. So I'm working in the dark, trying to come up with parts on my own. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
So we have to speak to Dr. Lee. Sure if it's the plane doing or underground.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any other con-
Attention! Halbert Pilot to Station Epsilon. Halbert Pilot report to Station Epsilon. That is all.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
Yeah. Nothing says you care more than building a huge robot to get your point across.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
That was easy.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
Nice work bringing Dr. Lee back into the fold. Now, there's something you need.
I'm looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
So let's see. If he has something new.
Feeling nostalgic or something? You could always get some caps for that, I suppose.
Nothing to report right now. If you run into any sense, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
Never expected Dr. Lee would return to the Brotherhood. But you're not here to discuss history, are you? Are there documents you wanted to turn in? Or were you here to help with a research patrol?
I got documents.
I found some technical documents for you.
These will prove interesting. I'll file them immediately. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
And then we have to see.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud. Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
Well,
You know those synths with the plastic faces?
wrong. Ah, yes, okay. Scribe area.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxon. I had enough of Lyons and his foolish ways.
Glad to see you returned safely from the Institute.
Have you collected any blood samples, Knight?
Yes, here you go.
Excellent. This will help quite a bit. Here's some caps for the trouble.
Technological abominations need to be stopped at any cost.
Taking on a Deathclaw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
Oh my god. Now I understand why there was this structure. It's because they will build a giant robot like Reprimed.
Reconnoiter of the Institute complete. You finally have first-hand knowledge about their facility.
Proctor Ingram.
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Mistake asking her to help?
Nah, don't worry about it. We might not be best buddies, but we'll get the job done. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
So here is the list. Not electronic. So they suggest Milton General Hospital. Let's go. So I discovered the location, but I haven't been inside.
I can't believe that people actually had to pay to see the doctor. Why bother? That's just garbage. I toss it.
No, it's not garbage. So 2 doors will begin. With the restroom.
Whoa, whoa. Nice try!
Come on, Kate, do your job.
You mean that's it?
Identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear.
I shouldn't wonder.
This is a lawful false alarm. Standing down. Direct complaint. Initiating search for hostile target. Continuing search for fugitive. Warning, dangerous fugitive.
Hey,
This
over
better
here.
be worth it.
Do not attempt to apprehend. Search complete. No.
Move here.
Will do.
Detected. Standing down.
Going down. Basement.
Once. How's that?
Yes.
If you haven't signed up for your quarter annual colonic, why not? Ask our receptionist today.
Intruder. Identify yourself. Protect and serve.
Oh, back to the usual daily tedium.
Please remain calm if you are injured.
Come on, move.
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
Hold still, you.
Don't mess with me.
Put down your weapons and submit to
Of
authority.
course I will put down my weapon.
Clear.
I wanted to do melee, I was throwing a grenade. Right, we'll go upstairs later. Where is Kate? disappeared. Okay.
Going up. Second floor.
Got it. That's it.
We'll go downstairs later after having cleaned everything. Voilà. I hope that there is a roof. Else I'm gonna have to enter again. Oh yes. So there's a roof for parking lot. Very interesting. So we come from this area, and we have to look further. For interesting things.
Nice.
Syringer. Guess it's the first time I got this rifle. So we did it, these two, okay. Okay, we'll go there later. Not sure if we have to go down or take the elevator. Well. Oh no, we have to take the elevator.
Going up. Ground.
So